Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. And look at this beauty. This is our brand new section of the oil refinery where we are getting tons more diesel. Now, this is running more consistently because I've reopened the sour water dispensing into the ocean over here. It was backing up and I do need to investigate that a little bit further. But anyway, this one is now running also and we have averted the diesel crisis. But what I do see is that we do consistently run out of steam because we're not producing a lot. This thing is supposed to be perfectly balanced. So, well, not perfectly balanced. To be honest, it's supposed to be producing more steam than is required. So I am a little concerned as to why it's taking so long. We do have the water. We are adding more water as we go through. Right, we are using fuel gas potentially more so than we're using hydrogen. Our hydrogen production isn't quite sending the hydrogen this way. But let's quickly talk through it one more time. Now, I do know I spent a lot of time on it last time. We've got a hydrogen boiler and we've got a fuel gas boiler. We are producing heavy oil. Why is this? Oh, it's a sour water that's getting stuck. Interesting. Oh, let's quickly have a look at that. So where is our sour water supposed to go? It's going out through here, and these are all the sour water guys. So out of steam, of course. So because we don't have steam, sour water gets stuck through this process. So we're producing, what is this? Medium oil, heavy oil, and sour water. Now the sour water is being treated over here. The heavy oil is coming this way and producing more diesel and fuel gas. And the diesel obviously goes back into the diesel area. And then the fuel gas, I believe, comes in here. Okay, so that's where our fuel gas is coming from. So these guys needs hydrogen as well, but it has sufficient hydrogen. We're just waiting on the heavy oils in these cases. Where is its hydrogen coming from? I'm assuming over here. Yeah, here we go. Hydrogen is coming from over this way. So where this is requiring fuel gas and steam high to produce those elements. So from here, then, okay, so then we take the medium oil and we crack that further, or we distill that further to create diesel and light oil. And then we take light oil and we distill that even further and create naphtha and fuel gas. Naphtha we take over here and we produce diesel and sour water from that. Everything here seems to have all of its, not all of its steam, but some of its steam. Then it comes to sour water. We also take some fuel gas and some steam to create hydrogen, which again is used in this process over here. And let's just put the 60s on so that we can actually see how much we're producing. 48 hydrogen going into 12, and 72. So this one is not creating sufficient hydrogen to run all the time, and that's why we've added the fuel gas over here. So that was the issue here. At the moment, we don't have sufficient fuel gas or sufficient hydrogen to run any steam whatsoever, and that's why this thing has dropped down. So, and then, yeah, so that's why that's dropped. Now, if we go over this way, this is producing ammonia, water, and sulfur. All of them are producing that. Okay, so our sulfur is popping in here, and this is almost full, and we should probably make sure that we empty that. And then the ammonia here is being turned into hydrogen. So the three of them is effectively powering one hydrogen boiler, which in turn is producing 48 steam high. Ooh, and depleted steam. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. And then from here, we are effectively generating power. That's taking 48. Oh, yeah, that's taking the full 48 and giving us 48 steam low. This is taking 48 steam low and giving us more depleted steam. And both of those are also generating 3 megawatts of power into the flywheels and into the power generator that can take 3 megawatts of mechanical power and turn that into 2 megawatts of electricity. So there we go. So that should be completely balanced apart from the steam. I believe we're supposed to be creating more steam than is required. But if this thing is not getting any hydrogen, it is a bit of an issue. So what I'll do is let's import a little bit of hydrogen. I'll put truck imports on. And what we'll do is we'll give it like a P6 rating. And we should have trucks available to drop in some hydrogen over here. Because what I think is if we get this thing nice up and running, we may be able to keep it running. I'm not sure. It might just be that we need to kickstart it a little harder. That might be the issue. Why are we running out of power? So one of our big issues is we are running out of coal at a very, very rapid rate. And we do need to be able to sort that out. Yeah, so we are digging into our coal at a massive rate. And that's something that we need to address in this episode. And I think the one that I do want to do is redo our main power generation and probably redo it somewhere in here. So that is the plan, okay? So this should hold. We have plenty of diesel. Everything else, apart from we're running out of these guys pretty quickly. Are we out of something? Out of coal, yet again. Yeah, so coal is really starting to hurt us now. And my question in this regard, I need to keep a close eye on this. Let's just quickly have a quick look at our mining designations. I believe what I'll do is I'll expand that a little bit more to the edge there. Similarly, I'll probably do, probably dig it in a little bit over there also. See how that goes, and then we'll come back. And this one has dug in there quite significantly. What I can do is probably do another bit of digging in there also. Okay, so to make sure that keeps going, I do run into consistent problems with these guys if they try and get up on top of stuff and so on. But it's looking okay. There's fair enough, a lot for it to go and dig out over there. Similarly over here, we've been having some issues with connectivity to it. Let's pull some of that out, and what I can do is try and expand our dig into that general area. So something like that potentially should work, and we can still come and dig out this way also, so that's okay. We're still producing some fill over here, and we are continuing to fill that up, so that we can potentially expand our port and bring some more stuff into the port. This is a lower priority for me. I need to fix some of our other issues. I know in the comments you guys wanted just to sort out the flare. I think the biggest thing that I need to do is deal with the oversupply of food, and potentially at the same time sort out our coal by at least moving power over to that. So let's have a quick look at what that will look like for us. So from food, okay, so if I go here and we say food, so for food can produce dirt, 16 fuel gas and 4 dirt every 60 seconds. So that's not a lot, right? We can then directly use fuel gas. How much of it? 16. So that we need more to produce in a boiler. So we need more than that. Okay, we need more than that. Potentially, we can use it with steam, again, unfortunately with steam, to produce hydrogen. So 24, yeah, that could potentially give us something. And then hydrogen, on the other hand, could give us, in the boiler, 72 hydrogen could give us this loop over here. So potentially that's what we'd like to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start setting up a boiler, at the very least a boiler over here, and we're going to start working our way into into the power production. Now, what I am wondering is, do I provide myself with a little bit more room here? Let's quickly do that. I'm going to do that and that, and this is all fertilizer, so we don't need to necessarily get too aggressive. We don't need it to be running constantly all the time. I'll go up to there and we'll run it down here and just get it a little tighter. Quick deliver and unpause, and this one will cancel that little section there, and we'll cancel this little section there, and we'll unpause this, and we'll there we go. So there we go. So now that gives us a little bit more room over here. Now I'm going to pause it again, and we're quickly going to see what we can do with the boiler. So one boiler produces 48. So I'm just going to do one of those. So we will, I believe we have water coming right here. So we should be able to to feed a bit of water in this very spot. We'll just do, we'll put the boiler there. Okay. We are going to say this is going to be, I would like this to be a hydrogen boiler ultimately. So let's go with, well, toggle off all the others and make this a hydrogen boiler. I need to reduce our coal reliance, okay? In order to do that, I'm going to provide one liquid storage over here, and we will need to do a little bit of work with that. So this is going to be the water input. We'll get water from one of these pipes. Has to have water. That's fertilizer. Water is on the top, so we'll grab water from the top there. Okay, so we'll do that. Definitely unpausing that so we don't reduce the water. So that should be okay. So this should give us water. Okay, now we need hydrogen, and from there we're producing 48 steam. So let's grab a high pressure turbine with 48 steam. I'll do it right over there. I think that's going to be fine. Put the steam in there. Ooh, hang on. Doesn't go in there. My bad. It goes in. It wants the steam to go in on that side. So we'll take the steam in there. We'll take the next piece, which instead of doing, so this was the high pressure turbine 2. The low pressure turbine 2, it takes 96. We don't need that. So we'll just do the turbine 1. I believe it's all good to put it in like that. At the same time, that means we can just run a pipe from there to there. And now we can take depleted steam and depleted steam over here and feed that back on the other side. So I believe we'll have, is it under waste? Under power, yeah, under power, we'll take a cooling tower. Ah, is that the issue? Is that the issue? Hang on, so what are we creating here? We're creating 36 depleted steam every 60 seconds, and we're creating 48 depleting steam every 6 seconds. 60 seconds. Oh, so that's, ooh, that might be an issue. Okay, so the large cooling tower is then potentially what we need in this location. Or 2 cooling towers. What's the price difference? I think 2 cooling towers is going to be sufficient here. And I'm just thinking that means we're not quite running appropriately on the other side. So let's do this. We'll put 2 cooling towers in there, okay? And what we'll do is we will just join it up here somewhere. We'll do that. Tie that in, and we will tie it in on the top there, and just make sure that we unpause that so we don't stop our water. So that'll just feed back into the loop. Here we go. Okay, so that's the steam. I did not notice that's going to be a bit of an issue there. So what we'll do, and this isn't a perfect balance, but it should provide us with okay, so that'll work. I think that's going to be sufficient, so we'll do that, and at the same time we will do that. Oh, there we go. So now we are dealing with all of our steam, generating more water. That should go in there. Yeah, that should be fine. It'll go in both those areas, so we should be okay. And then from here, we want to generate some power. Now, what I'll do is we'll run a few flywheels. 1, 2, 3 flywheels, I think is okay. And then we'll pop in one of these, and that'll be 3 megawatts of power. So that should potentially almost cover all of this, I think. What is these? This is 500. Oh, this is 250. So this is 500, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatts, 3 megawatts. So that thing here will replace this entire setup. Awesome. I love it. Okay. I'm going to build it. I believe, in terms of concrete, we're missing out. What I can do, I can buy a little bit of coal because our coal is problematic. So I'll buy, using 10 of these construction parts, I'll buy 180 coal. Well, let's buy a little bit of coal there and see if we can't get that delivered to the places where we need it, especially so we can continue to produce some coal over here. But let's up that a little bit. So we need concrete. Oh, we can actually probably buy concrete, to be very honest with you. Oh man, we can certainly do that. Let's do that. Do we have? Anyway, that should give us a bit of concrete to be able to do a few things. Now let's unpause the construction here. An element of this I will need to do quick delivers for. So these guys on the other side, and I don't quite mind doing that. We don't have enough concrete for that. So that's okay. I'll see about getting that concrete all sorted now. I don't want to spend all the Unity. Can I procure a little bit more concrete? Let's do that. Now we should be... Are we out of stuff now? Yeah, our concrete is a bit of a challenge. Let's quick deliver that and quick deliver this. Okay. I just want us to get this up. Oh, anyway, that's not... that's only half of it. We don't have any hydrogen here yet. So how do we produce that hydrogen? Let's just go back to the hydrogen production piece. So we can use fuel gas through a hydrogen reformer. We will need some steam though. Alternatively, we can turn water into hydrogen, which is not what I'm after. Because that's so minuscule in terms of the amount that it creates. We really need a nice... We probably need 2. Wow. That is really interesting. How are we going to deal with that? Is there anything that produces... So in order to get 72... Well, the 42 fuel gas, I think, is a good starting point. Because we'll need this thing to run all the time, right? But that plus that gives us the right number. So I could potentially do both of them and have the right number here. That's not unreasonable to say that we do an electrolyzer with an ammonia. So I believe we should have enough. Or we just do 2 of these and have a bit of a buffer of hydrogen. Okay, let's do that. Let's do 2 of those. Okay, so if we are going to have a bit of a buffer, let's make sure we do it nice and proper over here. I'm going to create a bit of a buffer of hydrogen. There we go. That's the plan. So that's our hydrogen buffer. Now, in order to create the hydrogen, we need these hydrogen reformers, 2 of them. Wow, they are pricey. So So we need 12. Flip it around. Flip it around again. Yeah, I think that's the way I would like to do it. We'll do one here. And one here. Okay, and we'll pipe that way. And we'll pipe this way. Okay, I think that should be good. That'll create a little bit there. Now, we will need 12 high steam. Can I just see, is there anything that can create 12 high steam for us? Steam. Steam high. Is there anything that produces 12? The electric boiler does 24. Ooh. The arc furnace produces 12 high steam? That is really interesting. Because that's sufficient to run this thing. Okay, before we do that, one more check on the... Sorry, I didn't want to do that. One more check on the fuel gas. Do we need steam for the fuel gas as well? We do not. We do not. So we need 12 steam. So basically, we need yet another boiler. To run that for us. And now that I think about it, we could use that very same boiler to run steam this way also. But then we need to produce steam this way first and then that way. It's a little unfortunate though. Is there anything that uses a little bit less than that here? The high pressure turbine. If we do this one instead, yeah, that's still going to be 12 too much steam then. Yeah, it's not an easy little setup. We may have to get a little extra boiler over here. And again run that with some additional... Okay, that's okay. Let's just do that. Let's just grab ourselves one extra boiler. One extra gas boiler over here. Oh, and... Oh, that's awesome. We should be able to... Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. So let's get ourselves one boiler here. We're going to... And this one's going to run more hydrogen stuff. Yeah, that's okay. It's a lot of little figuring out puzzle work here, you know. So you would like to get some water coming in. You can, of course, just do that down at the bottom here, I believe. Let's just do straight line in there. I think that's awesome. Yeah, that'll work. And from a hydrogen perspective, we could, of course, do the top level and drop off hydrogen that way. Yeah, it looks nice and neat if we do it that way. Now, this one is producing 36 depleted steam. This one is producing 48 depleted steam. So now we've got two 36s. So again, not quite sufficient. So do we need another? Do we need another cooling tower over here? Potentially. Is it the cooling tower that can't keep pace? I think that might be the case. So we will need another cooling tower. So we're going to be over the top with regards to cooling towers here. And I'm almost now tempted to say, well, we should have done the big one. And let's do that then. Since we've got even adding an extra one, let's do that. So let's cancel this. Thank you. And let's okay, so let's get rid of that, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Remove that one quickly. I'm also keen on removing that, and removing that, and removing that. We'll need to figure out where we're going to go with some of this stuff. We can remove some of these. We can remove some of this stuff. Okay, perfect. Now, okay, so that means we potentially need a much larger cooling tower to take heated steam from this side and from that side. So now it's, wow, it takes 200 concrete slabs. I can't squeeze it in here. I wanted to, but that means it'll have to go this way. And I think that is about right. Okay, so let's do that. We'll have one that comes in there. We'll have one that goes in there. And we'll have one that hugs this and goes in there. So there we go. Now we're redoing this, but we need a ton more concrete. I'll have to see if we can buy some more concrete. But that'll do. Now we've got some steam being generated over here as well. I believe this should all work. Now we've got some steam being generated over here. I would like that and that to go on that side, and we've got some CO2 coming out, so we can just kind of throw that out somewhere. CO2 through a smokestack. Just do a little bit of this. We'll do that, and we'll do, come on. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do this. There we go. So now we've got a smokestack running CO2 over here. So now the only other thing we've got is getting the fuel gas through the digester. So we need 48 fuel gas. We need like 48 fuel gas through here. So the anaerobic digester, 1632. 32 plus 10. Oh yeah, that's 3 of these. Okay, anaerobic digesters. And we could use digestate. Let's get our 3 anaerobic digesters going. Okay, what we'll do is we'll also build a little bit of a ramp here. Our concrete is such a challenge though. That's about right. We'll do that. We'll get those anaerobic digesters going. Yep. 3 of them, basically. We'll keep a little bit of room there. We won't put it straight up on that. 2, 3 of these guys. So let's get our piping right. Okay, so if we do that and that, should be able to tie these guys in. Nice, there we go. So that's our fuel gas being produced over there. And then we have something coming out. It's either digestate or it is dirt. Let's quickly have a look what we can do with digestate. Digestate can be used to create more fertilizer, or can be create more dirt. I think for the time being, let's just do the dirt. But we could, of course, produce fertilizer, and we may swap it over. But for the time being, let's just do dirt. It's going to be the easiest thing to deal with right now. It's a pretty intensive process to do the other. Well, we need to then figure out what we're going to do with more of our... Well, actually, it is probably the right thing to do to get that all sorted out. So let's go up to this first level here. Okay, and now these guys should be able to... Really? How come you can't... Anyway, that's going to be okay. It's going to look funky. There we go. So now we've got that going for us. We need to understand that that's not actually going to fit through there anymore. So how much food do we need to run this? 4 every 60 seconds. Okay, and I think these are 60 seconds as well, right? Yes. Okay, so this is now in balance. Okay, I believe this isn't going to be perfect, so we may have to put a little bit of a pipe splitter in here, or a pipe balancer in here. But there we go. That's kind of it. Can we buy more concrete as opposed to? Does anybody sell concrete? You don't. You sell concrete, but only for wood. Okay, so what we'll need to do, I believe we need. Do we have a warehouse here somewhere? So let's assign that with wood, please. And let's keep that one nice and full. So these guys should now immediately start doing the wood thing again. There's only one little truck assigned to it, but we should be able to buy a little bit more concrete from that process. We'll let the guys continue to build what they can get access to at this stage. We do need to make a way in terms of getting some of this stuff in here. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted to put a little bit of a balancer thing over here. Okay, what I'm gonna do for the time being is let's quickly get rid of these things. We have our Unity is not great. Let's drop some of that stuff. Okay, now what I want to do is put a load balancer in here. A flat balancer is what we're after. Yeah, and that's going to be what we need to do. Get one in there. I'd like to run you all the way through there. You're going to go in there that way. You're coming back. You're running back all the way this way. And that could be problematic from an access point of view. Let's run it straight through there. We will see about whether we need to provide any further access through here. Let's do it one back that way. Do that and do that. So now we'll get some food coming this way as well. I'm going to do a bit of a sort that out a little bit so that we can at least keep the food production stuff going. That one is less important. This one is important as well. Let's quick deliver and run it through there. Okay, so that should all work. Our Unity is running really close to the edge here. Okay, perfect. There we go. So you are going to prioritize anything marked outputs with an X. Yeah, so once that's full, any additional food is going to start running this way. Yeah, I think that's about appropriate. We're not picking up all of it. We can't even quick deliver this because we don't have the Unity for it. Okay, so a lot of stuff is now being delivered over here at a very kind of slow pace. We don't have the Unity. Where is our Unity lacking? Water is okay. Household goods seems to be a bit of a problem. Usually it is a problem because we've got some truck shortages. But I think that's okay. Not enough Unity. So there's a few things, issues we're having with Unity. Yeah, the fact we probably need to feed more of that in this way. We'll see about how we can do that. We're out of Unity for the time being. Yeah, continue building all of that stuff. We should be holding on pretty nicely with most things here. How's our... Yeah, we are filling up with wood over there, so we should be able to... Yeah, there we go, some Unity coming back in. So we could potentially pay for this. Well, anyway, let's just get the guys to come and build it. That might be the easiest way. Don't necessarily need Unity for everything. Actually, now that we're a little short on it, and we probably need to use it to do a bit of a exchange here for that. Oh, no. Concrete. There we go. That's the one. 1, 2. There's a bit of concrete coming in. Our crude, anyway, our diesel is okay. The fact that our crude is low is no problem whatsoever. It means things are actually working. Getting these things built slowly but surely is fine. We don't need that immediately. Obviously, I wouldn't mind getting this built a little quicker. We should have all the rubber and materials. Yeah, I think that's what's happening now. Not quite. Can we prioritize that, please? Get that built so that we fill up that with food, so that we can start getting these things fed up once we move along. Some more of this, please. Oh, we don't even have enough. We don't even have enough. I'm gonna keep an eye on the power. The fact that that's all built is all good. I can certainly unpause all of this pipes. The pipes is it's pretty easy for us to build. We should have enough materials for that. Yeah, no problems. Just don't necessarily want to spend Unity on it, and we are short of trucks. So that's the real issue for us at the moment. And as quickly as we bring concrete in, we use it. Okay, so now we will start seeing food being moved over this way. Yeah, there's lots of food available to immediately go into this operation here. How much is this going to cost? My goodness, that takes a lot of concrete. We don't. What's going on? Truck cannot reach destination. What are you trying to do? Oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, you're trying to drop in. No, none of that. None of that. Are we? How's our? Oh, I don't think. Are we still cutting down trees? We're not. So let's cut down a bit of trees over here, please. Do a little slither of tree cutting. Maybe there. I think that should be good. So yeah, please continue to do that. Can I assign? Let's assign an extra one here. Actually, let's assign one of these as well. So let's just get the tree cutting working a little bit better now. That one is still all full. All of these full on food. So yeah, we really need these guys to start working. How much do they cost? Can we build them? Let's unpause them so we can start filling them up with food and get a bit more food off the line there. To be honest, we can go nuts and unpause all of that. Let's just get all of that built. We do need to buy. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Excellent. So that'll work. Maybe what we'll do is we'll quick deliver that one. Yeah, we're getting a bit of Unity here. Okay, things are starting to happen. I'm hoping we can get this up and running so that we can use some of this food. We will probably go to digest state here in the interim. Well, we can do digest state, right? Let's just do digest state. And let's just double check. So does digest state go into this? Yes, it does. So we will be doing digest state then. And that will then we can use digest state to produce more fertilizer, and we can remove that pipeline and use this ammonia to do more. Instead of doing this, we can use the ammonia to create more power over here. See, again, this thing isn't running, and I'm kind of wondering, it's out of hydrogen and it's out of fuel gas. So it stopped. So we need this guy to be jump started yet again, and that's why I didn't mess with this thing in the interim. Are we getting coal out of this at all? No coal. There's a little bit of coal. Now the question is, can we get better? Yeah, so let's revisit this. So forget about any of this stuff, right? I can't actually do that. We need to dig in. Yeah, we are in short supply here. Okay, we will need to dig in that way, and then from there we'll need to dig in there. Okay, so please try and access as much of the coal as you can over here, because we're out of coal here. Okay, good. Hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. Things are being delivered. We've got a massive truck queue. We're not... Is this full of food? Oh, this is actually working. Nice. Well, let's start getting these things built. We should be able to get these two done. Wow, there's a lot happening. I could use Unity for some of it though. Let's do that. Oh, we out of Unity? No, we're out of... Oh, crap. Oh, it's on its way then, I'm thinking. And yeah, I think we're really struggling with certain things here. Can we... Selling a lot of that. Okay, that's looking a little better. Unity is looking good. Wow, look at that truck queue. When there's a major construction project underway, we kind of get into trouble really quickly. Can we get more coal through this? We are getting coal. Not enough workers. My goodness. Okay, that's all good. We'll pause it for the time being. You can go nuts and fill it up, but we'll pause it for the time being. Fill up. Will it fill up while it's paused? No, it doesn't seem to want to. It needs to run actually to go any further. Okay. I would like us to do all of this. This guy is going to be a bit of a challenge. Oh, and we haven't actually provided it with a pipe yet. Let's go pipe 2. How much do we think is going to come out of here? Let's do that, get that pipe sorted out. I think that's, it's just, I mean, we may have to upgrade some more of these pipes at some stage. Oh, I still need to unpause a bit of this stuff. Okay, so hopefully now everything will kind of get built. That is full of water. This should be filling up with hydrogen once we get these things up and running. My goodness. Almost done. We do need a fair bit more concrete though. Are we producing concrete at any kind of decent rate here? Okay, let's add a boost in that. That's definitely worth our effort, is adding a boost in that. Yeah, our concrete production is a little bit on the iffy side, and we may need to up that game a lot more. Okay, we are digging into this mountain at quite a rate here. We'll get rid of that pipe though, and then we'll be able to do a lot more here. Okay, still a long queue of stuff that needs to be done. Oh, we even have some digestate in here now. Of course, some of the work has already been done. Don't necessarily need to use the... Oh, well, actually, Unity may be in our favor because actually our truck queue is a bit of a challenge at this stage. So now, deliver that one. What we'll need is what I'll do is I'll deliver that section and I'll deliver that section. I think that was the last stuff. Okay, so now we do need this thing to work at some point. We're almost there with it. Can we buy a little bit more? Not quite getting there. We do need this thing built, and we do need more workers at some point in order to do that. Oh, the truck queue is dropping a little bit. Ooh, and let's unpause that. Certainly, let's do that so that we don't stop dropping in water over here. Water should be coming through, right? Okay. All we need, the concrete. The concrete is the biggest challenge. All of our other pieces gets done really quickly. So that's working quite well. We are still mining a fair bit of coal here. But yeah, things are getting a little iffy. But there's a lot of coal in this area. There's still a lot of coal. And this is not our only coal spot. So we should be okay. Can we trade a bit more of this stuff? We can. Are we producing? We're not producing because, oh, we should be producing. Yeah, this guy should be doing well. Okay, good. I just need that up to 200, and that's becoming a bit of a challenge. You can't seem to get it there in any kind of reasonable rate. Okay. Come on, we're almost done. This episode's about 3 more minutes. Look at that. The concrete just disappears. Well, let's unpause it so we start building this. We can't actually. We'll need the trucks to come and deliver the bits and pieces that we have available to us. Otherwise, we're going to keep having that as an issue because the concrete is being used just as quickly as we can get to it. But yeah, now we've got Unity available. Everything seems to be pretty calm. Ooh, look at this. Our steel has taken a massive dip. Just see what's going on over here. It is working. It's just because we've produced a lot of the construction parts 3 and obviously still maintenance and all other kinds of things that our steel has dropped quite substantially. What is happening over here? Is this stuff full? We have at least 2, almost 2 that's full here. Yeah, so steel is being produced pretty quickly. The coal is the one that's bothering me the most. But it's looking pretty good. That is starting to get some stuff. Oh, it's got the parts there, but not the slabs. Come and deliver slabs, guys. I'm hoping we'll get a few vehicles coming to deliver the slabs. And of course, what we can try and do is procure some more stuff, but they're still super pricey. So I'm going to hold off a little bit before we do that. Drop one of those. Go and do something else. There's lots of coal in here. I'm guessing, yeah, most of these trucks actually get loaded pretty nicely with coal. Nowhere to take the coal. Is this full? Can't be full. What do you have on board? I cannot deliver coal. No valid destination ×2. What is that? Oh, it's just because there's so many being dropped off at the same time. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. Coal is looking pretty good. That's a load of concrete. Excellent. We need a fair bit more. Can we buy at a more decent price? Not quite yet. We'll give it a little bit more time. This is not working because these aren't working. We could. Oh. Let's do a quick truck import of hydrogen here. Yeah, hopefully if we do a quick truck import of hydrogen here, we can maybe jumpstart this and switch this thing on. We need that thing built though. There we go. That's our hydrogen being delivered. Oh no, water. Did you deliver water here? Crazy. Up to 80 now. Farm fertility is too low. What has happened now? Okay. So we've run out because of why? Missing input, which is ammonia. So should I stop that? Okay, that's an interesting one. We could immediately produce some stuff here. So from a digestate perspective, just have a quick look. What is the process that we need to create? What's the one that I'm after? It's a chemical plant, right? No. Now, so what process do I turn digestate into stuff here? A mixer. A mixer. Okay, and we should have water available right nearby. So let's get a mixer going. Just a standard mixer, right? That's the one that we're after. Perfect. So if we do this. Now, what I am a little... Oh, actually, the pipeline is just running down here somewhere. Where can we place it, though? Oh, the digestate needs to come quite a distance. Well... Here we have less piping that we need to do because you just run that straight in there. We'll be able to get water in here pretty easily as well. Let's try this. Let's try this. So what we'll do is we will run digestate in here. Okay, and so what we need to do is get a pipe out here. I believe that is the pipe. Yeah, that's the fertilizer pipe. So let's do that. I'm sure that doesn't work. Now, what we also need to do is bring in some water. What we'll do is we'll bring water in through there. Make sure we unpause that. And the only other thing we need to bring in is the digestate, which is kind of what we'll just run alongside here. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. So give me a basic flat conveyor to come out of here. What? You're not connected? Why are you not? Because you're not connected? Okay, hang on. Let's why would that happen? Oh, it's not a flat conveyor. It's a U shape. That's why. There we go. So now we should be able to create that. So let's unpause this. Unpause all of these guys. Can we please finish this off at some point? We should be able to buy a little bit more. Almost done. Almost done. There we go. Let's grab a few more of those. Can we do a quick deliver? Still not quite there. Quite there. Need a few more things done. barely getting access to everything here. So how much does this actually create? So that's 30 from digestate. How much digestate does this do? Oh, this will be all of it. That's all we need. No more problems. No further digestate than that required. This thing is full on the water side of things. The digestate should be arriving anytime soon. We don't have a lot of digestate here, but we can at least get our first run of it going. Yeah, that's the U shape. Okay, there we go. How far is this from being done? Quick deliver. And did we get any hydrogen in here? Can we prioritize this a little higher? Get it on a 4. So we'll just get this thing all set up and unpause that. Ooh, we need workers. Where can we switch off for workers? Have we paused all of this stuff? Oh, we're not pausing this one. So let's pause that. We'll get a few workers over there. That's all paused. This one's not paused. Get a few workers over here. That one's paused. Can we pause this and get workers? Yep, we can pause that and get some workers. All good, all good. I don't want to pause any of this stuff. Now, 2 farm fertility is too low, but at least we have a fair buffer to work with. Can we switch on another over here? Still short on workers. Can you please deliver a little bit of hydrogen here? I wouldn't mind if we deliver a little bit of hydrogen there so we can create more hydrogen. Is there anything else we can switch off? Maybe this one? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now we should be able to do that. Can we please fairly urgently get a bit of hydrogen delivered here? I'll pop it back to a reasonable number very soon after that. Okay, so for fertility wise, we are now actually producing fertilizer here. Excellent. That is good. That's a good outcome, I think. Not a bad little setup. Fairly compact. Probably a little problematic in terms of getting access to a lot of these things. But I think all in all, pretty good. I wouldn't mind us just, come on, just drop. Do we have hydrogen anywhere though? That's kind of the question. Barely. That one has. Just do that for the time being. Are we allowing export here? Yeah, we are. Are we popping a bit of hydrogen somewhere in a container? No, not really. So that should be the hydrogen that we're after. Do we have anything in a container that we can use somewhere? We don't have fuel gas anywhere, do we? You know what? I'm kind of tempted to do a little something extreme here. Give me a storage facility right here, right? And I'll take a bit of pipe, and all we'll do is quickly get a bit of, and what I'll do is I'll also switch that on, and so the guys could go and pick that up over here. So for the time being, what's this guy doing? Oh, it's dropping off the hydrogen, so don't do that. Okay, this thing should. Now let's pop this back up to like a P8 or something. Yeah? Oh, here we go. Hydrogen being produced. Okay. Now I think we should be okay. All of this should start running. Ooh, look at that. All of that's running. There we go. Missing input, is it? It's getting there. But it's a bit slow with the hydrogen. This should be more than enough hydrogen. This should be building up on the hydrogen. Excellent. There we go, guys. I think that's it. I'm going to put a cut in this episode. I think it is now doing its thing here. And I believe we're still struggling a little bit with fertility. But I think we'll get it back up and running fairly soon now. Yeah, we've got... Yeah, I think we'll get the fertility sorted out. We're moving a fair bit of it now. Is this thing filling up with hydrogen? Not quite. That should be sorting out its water. Yeah, all good. Excellent. So, I believe that means we could potentially switch this guy off. If we can keep that thing running, we could switch this guy off. So let's do that. I believe this guy will run us the power that we need. And that means that we're getting a little bit away from our coal reliance. We are... Why is this thing missing input? Come on. These things are spinning, right? Okay, I can't switch that off just yet. We'll have to wait till it starts spinning up a little bit more. That one over here is not working at this stage because these things aren't running. Our diesel is okay, but everything else is a little bit challenging. So let's just see about spinning this stuff up a little quicker now. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. That's been an hour, and now we're out of power. Not enough maintenance because we're out of power. Okay. I'll have to wait it out in between episodes, but in the next one we should be fine. We've got plenty of coal now, so it was actually a bit of a rookie mistake to switch that thing off. These things should get up and running and the power should be back on. Yeah, here comes the power. Now we should be fine. We should be fine. We should absolutely be fine. Let's just make sure we boost some of these things so we get the maintenance back up a little quicker. There we go. Okay, guys, we averted a disaster yet again, and actually now we're doing pretty good. I just want this thing to start running. We'll come and have another look at that. Okay, guys, I'll thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.